This is for Year 12 methods. It comes out of chapter 5. It's a question about transformations when a graph of base 3 becomes a graph of base e. So I actually have a change in base. So since it's becoming base e, I'd like to turn this first one into something base e to find out what transformations occurred. So I know that e equals 3 log base 3 of e. Since 3 log base 3 of e is going to equal e, e then equals e. If I put e to the power of x, that's going to equal 3 to the power of log base e of 3 to the power of x. And since I have base 3 to a power raised to another power, I multiply those. So e to the x equals 3 log base e of 3 log base 3 of e, my apologies, times x. So coming back over here, I'm going to replace this with this instead. So 3 to the x becomes 3 log base 3 of e times x. So I can see in my replacement x has been replaced by this. X was replaced by log base 3 of e times x. Since x was replaced by this times x, it's a dilation by a factor of 1 over log base 3 of e from the y-axis. So I changed my original from base 3 to base e by considering it looking like this. So I had both of them in terms of base 3. Now let's consider question 7. Find the transformation that takes this to this. Okay. I've got e to the x and it's becoming 2 to the x. I know that e equals base 2 of log base 2 of e, which means e to the x equals 2 log base 2 of e, also to the power of x. And since this is a base raised to a power raised to another power, I multiply the power, so I've got 2 log base 2 of e times x. That's what e to the x is. So I'm going to replace this with this. So I've got 2 log base 2 of e times x, and that's going to become 2 to the x. So using my replacement language, log base 2 of e times x is replaced by x. If I divide both sides, x is replaced by 1 on log base 2 of e times x. Therefore it's a dilation by a factor of 1 over this, so log base 2 of e from the y-axis. So I turn them both into base 2's so I can see what happens to the powers to be able to describe